All right. Hey, Kens, can you turn that down? I appreciate it. All right, welcome to the Cargo King stream. Today, I just want to talk about Well, first of all, if you're here, I appreciate the fact that you're willing to sit here and listen to me ramble for no reason, because I'm really quite awful at this. All right, no more negativity. Today, we're talking about the Cargo King origin story, which is essentially me just telling you how I made my friends. So, I guess we should start in the very beginning. When I was like, I don't know, like when I was 8, I moved to Indiana from New York, and moving from New York to Indiana is kind of a culture shock because everyone in New York dresses really nicely, and there's good food, and everyone's like foreign and has an accent. But in Indiana, everyone, what's up, Josiah? How's it going? Everyone in Indiana is like obese, and like I remember specifically when I first came to like moved into Hobart, Indiana. I went to Liberty Elementary School. And I remember just seeing like multiple fat girls, and I thought they were the same people. I thought it was the same girl, and it's just like I don't know. First culture shock. My mom cried when we got pizza for the first time. It's called Joe Sosimo's, which is like for most people they would say that it's like a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent place to be, but I don't know. Like my mom cried. It was so bad. I remember. I mean, even my grandma when she came from Canada to visit us, the sheer amount of obese people just shocked her. Right? Oh, hey, Mrs. Henson. Anyway, so when I first came here, so Hobart's right next to Gary, Indiana, which, if you don't know anything about Gary, it just has a negative reputation. And there in Gary, one of the things that well, there's just a lot of how do I say this? There's just a lot of African Americans, which is great, which we love. It's awesome. The problem is and you know what? For me, I thought it was pretty cool because my best friend in New York was African American. So for me, this wasn't really that weird. And while I'm at it, I actually need to figure out what I'm doing here because I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go back and find that sign because they usually tell you. There's usually arrows. Okay. So I'm in here. Let's see. I don't see anything. Do you see a star? Maybe it's this right here. Okay. Anyway, so I thought, like, we're right next to next to what's it called, Gary, Indiana. And there's a lot of African Americans. So I thought I was actually moving to Gary, Indiana. So I had this idea in my head that I was going to be like listening to like rap music and stuff, and like I was gonna be this like really like I don't know. I just thought I was gonna be really cool. I just had this like this really like cool like hip hop image in my head of like what my life was gonna be like, and then I ended up moving to and then ended up being wrong. And instead of listening to like I don't know Christian rap with my friends, I ended up getting double bacon cheeseburgers with Fat Amy at Liberty Elementary School. Anyway, so that's how I came to. That was my experience moving to Hobart, Indiana, and then once I got to. Hold on, I think I got this. There's no way I didn't get this. I swear I got that one. Okay. I'm actually going to leave this area and go to a different one. Simply because I don't know where the star is. And I could easily just go to another. I'll just follow wherever this guy is. Alright, he's put a pineapple up there. Okay. So, once I was in, as mentioned, once we get past that, I was visiting Hobart, Indiana for one of the first times, and I met my best friend Ethan. Right, so my mom dropped me off at his house, and it's kind of a short story. basically we just started. He took me to his room, right, and then the lights were off, and I remember he took out a lightsaber, and then gave me one, and we just like on command just started fighting with lightsabers, and that was pretty much it, right? And him and I have been best friends ever since. And that was pretty much it because I didn't really have any friends in elementary school. Like I did, but I didn't really hang out with them. I wasn't a loser or anything in elementary school. It just wasn't one of those times in my life. So, and I don't know. Like I said, it was kind of what the heck. I'm not really sure what to do with the pineapple. I think I'm supposed to like jump on it. Okay, so we started fighting with lightsabers. That was great. And then I don't know. I think right now Cargo King is part of Indiana Syndicate. And oh yeah, I'll tell you the story. So there's a couple of twins that I'm friends with now, Jacob and Dylan, and they both went to Liberty Elementary School, and now I still play Rocket League with both of them, still to this day, which is pretty cool. That was back in like second or third grade. So I really don't know what to do with that. Oh, right here, look at this. What the? Where'd he go? Oh, he's up there. Okay. I don't know. That's pretty cool that I could still be friends with him after all this time. And then I'm trying to think what else. I think that's pretty much all for elementary school. There's not really anyone else I hang out with from elementary school years who is still relevant. I do have one friend who's in the MLB who I used to hang out in elementary school who I could tell that story. But that's kind of later in my life. All right, the next Cargo King I met was... All right, I don't know how to get there. I'm going to have to like jump up on this thing, I think. Let's do one of these. Oh, sorry. I don't really know the controls very well. And then, so the next friend I met was Alex. And Alex was actually a pretty good story. So, sixth grade, or maybe it isn't that good of a story. But sixth grade, I moved from the church parsonage, which I've lived in my whole life, to, what do you call it? To a new neighborhood. My parents bought their first house. And on move-in day, it was actually his birthday. Wow, you can't even like touch him. It was actually his birthday, and he came up to my door, right? And I was watching the World Cup. The World Cup Soccer 2010, which is the best World Cup to date. And he showed up to my door with a bunch of his friends, and they were all riding bikes. And I said, and he's like, hey, you want to come hang out with us? And I was like, yeah. And so I did, obviously. And we drove around our bikes for like, I don't know, pretty good while. And later that day, I think, I don't know if it was that day or the next day. What do I have to do? Do I have to like hit him? If anyone wants to look up cheats. If I touch him, I die. I don't know what to do. Anyway, so his dad comes to my door because he saw, they obviously saw me watching the World Cup, and they were like, well, maybe he's a soccer fan. Okay, here we go. Okay, I gotta shoot him with water. That's what it is. Why wouldn't it be that? Because that's like the only thing you can do in this game to attack people. Okay. Oh my lord, please. I apologize. It is hard to tell a story while I am chasing this guy. This is one of the... No okay, hold on. What is this guy saying? That's the same one I have. Okay. Well, they came to my door, and they were like, hey, so, like, do you play soccer? Like, we saw you wearing a soccer jersey, right? Which, when you're a kid, doesn't mean a single thing, because a lot of kids wear soccer jerseys or, like, different sports jerseys. Like, how many kids, like, wear football jerseys, and it doesn't mean a thing. Like, they don't even have a favorite team or anything. Like, they don't, it's just their dad's favorite team, and then that's why they wear that shirt, or own that hat. Like, I'm pretty sure I have a Bears like winter cap, and I've never watched a full match of the Bears play in my life. Anyway, so, oh my lord, please. So they asked me if I played soccer, and of course I did. I did actually play soccer, so it did mean something that I was watching the World Cup and playing and wearing the soccer jersey. And with that being said, they asked me to come play at their soccer practice, which is pretty dope. Oh. This is not good. I don't know if I can get him. If someone wants to look up how to beat him, how to beat Paint Mario while he's holding an egg on Google. And anyway, so they invited me to soccer practice, and I played with them, and I played the most dominant match of my life, and I played the goalie, and I saved every shot. I was insane. I played out of my mind, and like they had me even start on the soccer team the next year, and because of that, oh look at that, I got him, and because of that, I actually became best friends with Alex. Right, so Ethan was already my best friend at this point because we had a Star Wars fight. Oh, the game is called Super Mario Sunshine. So, oh, what do I do here? It wants a banana? Okay, let's get a banana. How do I get more health? Alright, banana. And he became my best friend. So then I have two best friends, 6th grade. As I said before, in 6th grade, there was a decent amount of people who thought I was gay or something. I don't know why, but I mean, that's just how it is. Shoot. I got Yoshi. Decent amount of people that thought I was gay in 6th grade for whatever reason. Because I was in choir. So 7th and 8th grade, I didn't really meet anybody. Like, I had a good amount of friends, but none of them are people I really talk to now. There's a couple, right, and they're good guys. But I wouldn't say there's anything... Woo! Okay, this is actually pretty sweet. Okay, sweet. And anyway, so that's how I met Alex and Ethan, and then... okay, so going forward, I think my friends Julian, who I still play with, 7th and 8th grade, we just met, like, hanging out at lunch and stuff like that. We were all in the same advanced class. And then I'm trying to think, who else? I think he's really the only other person I can think of that I still actively game with or like talk to, other than the Zanolas from that era of my life. So then going forward with my life, once I get to high school, junior and senior year, I don't really know what to do with Yoshi as of right now. But as soon as I figure it out, I'll go do something with it. So again, once I get to junior year of high school, that's when it really starts to spice up. I meet, well, actually, there's a good amount of meeting people. So the first person I meet probably, I don't know, it's probably Gabe Frayne. And Gabe Frayne was the most popular kid in school for like no reason. Well, and not no reason. It's because he had a beautiful smile, and everyone liked talking to him. Like, I don't know. Everyone just liked him. Everyone simped for Gabe Frayne. And you know what? I remember even telling my friend Ethan, his current fiance is Anna Lepowski. And I remember even saying to her, like, Gabe Frayne is so charming. He has such a charming smile. Like, nobody has as charming of a smile as Gabe Frayne, right? And I don't know. I just definitely felt like you just kind of felt enthralled by his personality. Like he just had a cheery smile. This is where I'm supposed to go. I'm trying to follow these signs, but I don't really know. This one's saying to go this way. I think I need to go up. All right. Anyway, so that's how I met Gabe Frayne. And the one thing about Gabe Frayne is that he small talks everybody, right? So, okay. First of all, he hated me at first. He really did not like me. And I don't know. I think it's because I made his girlfriend laugh. But that could be wrong. I think he just said that once, and I don't know if that's entirely true. What did he actually say to me? Because it might be important. Let's see what he says. Okay, B. Nothing this dirty could set back to normal. Okay. Anyway, so that's pretty much that's how Gabe and I met. Okay, but how did Gabe and I become friends? I don't know what Gabe's side of the story is, but essentially, like I said, he disliked me for a while. And, I liked him. I thought he was cute. So, Kenzie's laughing at me. So, the way I made it happen is I said to Gabe, I was like, well, like I said, Gabe always small talked everyone. So I realized, I was like I don't small talk ever, right? So I kind of had this mentality that I was like I'm going to get this guy to open up, right? So I more or less just kept asking Gabe Frayne very deep questions. Not even very deep questions. That's I'm giving myself too much credit. I kept asking Gabe Frayne all these questions about himself, like about his relationship and how he was doing and stuff like that. And it just got to the point where, I don't know, he started answering them. And eventually we just built this very special, strong connection. And then, and that's pretty much Gabe. That's how I met Gabe. So then, the next, even more important than Gabe Frayne, no offense, is Gabriel Amador. So how I met Gabriel Amador was like, I'm going to be honest, when I first met Amador, I thought he was gay. If you're watching this Amador, I'm sorry, but I literally thought you were gay. And the reason why I thought you were gay is because he just kind of reminded me of, he had the same energy as a flower. And he just always said things with a lisp. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought he was gay, I don't know. But the other thing I noticed about him was he was really smart and he called me a poet. I forgot what happened. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's not good. I just remember he called me a poet. And that really made me feel good about myself. And I immediately liked him because of that. So, oh my lord. I honestly don't know where to go on this freaking level. Yeah, I already beat him. I'll show you. I got an egg from it. Here, look at this. I got an egg. And then Yoshi just showed up. Where's Yoshi? Where is he? What does it say? Debs. Alert. I promise you I won Yoshi. Oh, I remember what I need to do. A lone Yoshi egg has been spotted on a local rooftop. Okay. Yoshi can eat pineapples. I remember this because I played this game when I was a little kid. And I know for a fact that if I take Yoshi onto the rooftop of the building, I can eat that big fat pineapple that was stuck in that, up there. Okay, so we gotta find the egg first. If I can. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. It's over there. Okay. So Gabriel Amador, like I said, thought he was gay, but he called me a poet. So, I didn't, whatever. But I was like, what does he want, a freaking pear? And anyway, so I just kind of realized, I was like, Okay. So what happened next was I actually sat next to him in science class, and he doesn't remember this. So if you ask him, he'll say that we met. I don't even know where he thinks we met. He doesn't remember. But we met in the first time we started talking was in science class, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, I thought that was pretty dope. I think my initial impression of him was just that he was my not initial, but like after getting to know him, I was like, he's just the smartest person I've ever met in my life. And he just reads a lot, you know. So one thing that's always been going on is Ethan and I have always been the only two people to hang out. Like I hung out with Alex, right? And I hung out with Ethan, but I never really hung out with Alex and Ethan. So this was kind of like, in general, it was always like two separate friendships, right? Not that Alex didn't like Ethan or anything, he just wasn't around. Oh, check it out. Okay, let's do this. All right. Wow. Okay, so there's two separate friendships. Now that we have Ethan around, or Amador around, we have two friendships. We have two people. And I'm friends with both of them, right, at the same time. So now it's me, Ethan, and Amador, which is like this new thing. And the way that happened was, and this is how Cargo King started. Oh, check it out. I don't think I can do this while I'm on top of him. Okay, I'm gonna try to get in there. I actually don't. So basically, what happened was me and Ethan started playing. I think I should premise this. When we first started hanging out, like I said, the first time we ever hung out, it was because we had a lightsaber battle. So we always loved Star Wars. So, and one of the games we always played as little kids was Battlefront 2 for PlayStation 2. And every time I went to his house, we would go and play Star Wars Battlefront 2. With this like love of Star Wars being a thing, when EA and Disney became partners, we were extremely excited to find out that they were coming out with their own Star Wars Battlefront game. So when they came out with their own Star Wars Battlefront game, we of course played it, and we loved it. And I don't know, there's a lot to say. I think there's a lot that you could probably say about Star Wars Battlefront as a game from 2015. There was a lot of hate given. People didn't really like it, and for various reasons. But I think one of the problems, just in general, or I think the thing that we did like about it, where everyone else had issues with it, was Ethan and I never really played Call of Duty growing up. He did a little bit, but it just wasn't a thing that we both did ever, or really got into. And because of that, when everyone else was like super competitive, they loved like playing competitive games. It just wasn't something that we got to do. So, with that being said, I just remember like when Battlefront 2 came out, we would always play the game mode Kargo, hence the name Cargo Kings. And it was just kind of like our way of being competitive, having like a competitive game mode that we like. I think I'm supposed to just wash all this dirt around, but I don't know. I'm going to try and see what happens if I get rid of it all. And like I said, it was just kind of our way of being competitive and like having a good time, and like, I don't know, it kind of filled a need, or like a desire, like a gaming desire, a gaming itch, if you will, that we've always wanted. And that wasn't really fulfilled for other people because I think they already had competitive games to play, and it was just our first thing ever to play. So whatever. And that's when Amador comes into play. So Amador, no one at my school freaking had Battlefront. Like, no one played it, and no one had a PlayStation 4 either too. It was weird. Everyone like got to the party late, I guess. So, but Amador had a PlayStation 4. So I was like, in our, I don't know what it was, science class, I was like, hey, you should play Battlefront with us. Oh my lord, I didn't realize I'd get shocked. So Amador comes play Battlefront with us, and it's like love at first sight. Like as soon as we started playing Battlefront together, it was history. It was just like the best thing ever. Like he was so good too. Amador was so much better than both Ethan and I don't think I've ever seen him be that good at a game since then. It's sad also beautiful in their own respective ways. So that's what happened with Amador, and that's how we met Amador. Started playing with them, started having a good time, and yeah, it was cool. Next, I'm trying to think what happened after Amador. After Amador, let me think. Let me think of who's in the like who I would consider part of the Cargo Kings. After Amador, after Amador joined Cargo Kings, it was me, Ethan, Amador, and then somewhat Alex, because Alex and I would play Call of Duty together. We played Infected. After that, I think there was this era the era of Gatekeeper, which is the board game that I play, and then I would invite everyone to my house from my school to play the board game that I made. I'm not going to go into that story, but basically, when that happened, I was having at first I would have these Smash Brothers parties and have 10 guys over, right? And I've always been someone to have a lot of guys over to my house to party. But now with Gatekeeper, we have this crazy game that we're all coming to play, and it could just be our friend group, right? It's partly the game, but a lot the friend group. But we're just getting hype. We're just screaming, and that energy of getting hype, playing a game, getting hype with the boys, carried over to every single other every other week we would do that, and it carried out throughout the entire school, and we were all sitting there playing this game. Do I need to talk to him? What was he saying? I was under the roof, so I didn't get drenched in slime. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so it carried around, and the entire school ended up playing, or not. I don't say the entire school, but a ton of guys in the school ended up playing Gatekeeper, and because of that, we built this huge, I don't know, what do you call it? Just this huge web of people that we were all friends with. So going forward from there, I think, and I'm sorry if this is boring to anyone watching, I don't know. I just need something to talk about, and I feel like this is a good personal topic, and any of my friends, if you guys are watching, I figured maybe it'd be special to you because you could hear my perspective on how we met, and how this whole thing started, on how I don't know, how we all got close and stuff. So with our friend group, oh, I got a message on Facebook. Give me a second. Oh, never mind. Just Jeremy saying something. So with everyone coming over to my house all the time, to play Gatekeeper, we had, what is it called? There's a couple things. I'm trying to think. There was probably a couple different people that I got close to during that time. The first person I got close to was obviously was Amador, again, because before this, our Amador and I's relationship was mostly online, but this allowed Amador to come to my house all the time, and we always he would always talk to me about the game's meta and how we can improve the game and stuff. So that's how I remember. There was a specific time even I looked him in the eyes. I'm like, this is gonna be one of my closest friends. And Gabe Frayne would always come to those two, so we got closer through that. And then I'm trying to. I don't know if there was anyone else. I think that was about it. Oh, Trey. Yeah, Trey. I forgot to tell you all about Trey. So freshman, and Trey doesn't play as much as everyone else. But Trey and I have always been pretty close, or at least pretty good friends. We hang out a lot, and he is technically part of the Cargo Kings. So Trey and I, I met Trey in 8th grade, but freshman and sophomore year, and we always played soccer together, right? But I wouldn't say that we were really close friends until freshman and sophomore year. And me, him, and this kid named George, well, his real name is Jorge. We would literally have sleepovers every Friday night, and we would sit there and I don't know, just chill, play Mario Kart and Smash Brothers. And anyway, Trey, those other two kids, for some reason George, there was also this kid Scott too, we'd play with, but I feel like I don't really talk to Scott, and I haven't really talked to him in a while, really for a long time. He didn't invite me to his birthday party one year, and it was just over for some reason. I'm man, I don't know. But George and I still like his stuff on Facebook. We just don't really talk or game together anymore. But anyway, Trey, that's how I met Trey, and we just had a blast. We were on JV and soccer, and JV really, I don't know. I never really wanted to be good at soccer. I was always pretty like naturally talented. I think I've cleared up all the slime, and I don't think I have anything. But I was always pretty naturally talented at soccer. But I would never say I was. I never wanted to be like good enough to where it would actually matter for my life. Oh, let's get this guy cleared up too. There's probably more people like that I gotta get. And I don't know. Me and Trey. Who I talked to? This guy probably. Here we go. I don't know why, but you just look very capable to me. Listen, it all started when the moon thing showed up, and it was paper-thin floating silhouette came over. Goop sank in the middle. I am trying to at least a little bit understand. Oh, there it is. Oh my lord. It's Vor. For anyone wondering, this is, well, actually no one's wondering, but this is the part of, oh my lord. This is the part of Super Mario Sunshine that I never beat as a kid. Like, I never got past this part. And now here I am finally getting a chance to redeem myself. Anyway, like I said, if I shoot them, they break up into more pieces. And they're faster. How long have I been streaming right now? 31 minutes, okay. Anyway, so we used to play anyway, that's how I met Trey. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that specific interaction, which was great and everything. But after that, I became pretty good friends with, who was it? Oh yeah, now I gotta fast forward back to, I think, junior and senior year. So there wasn't really much else to be discovered, I suppose, about anyone at that point. Everything else happens probably more so in college. Sorry, I'm trying to like focus on killing these people. More so in college. So college was interesting because I think a lot of people like to go to college with their friends, but I went by myself because, well, I had all my friends who went to college like just ended up going to different colleges than me. And then all my friends who didn't go to college, well, I mean, I'm still friends with them, but they just didn't go to college. I don't know how you freaking beat this. This is dumb. No wonder I couldn't beat this as a kid. I don't even know how to beat it now. Okay, let's try again. I'm going to try one more time. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to start going for stars. Serena Beach. They were sitting there saying that if... Oh, that's not very helpful. Let's see what this person's saying right here. We can try again. So junior and senior year of college, or first of all, freshman year of college, I guess. Can I talk to him? Yeah. So freshman year of college, I played a lot of video games, more video games than I ever played in my life. And I think I always played with Alex because Alex had a year off school. So this is really when Alex, you know, our Kargo Kings membership kind of started. The other person we started playing with was named Frankie. Frankie always played with us because he was younger than, he was in 8th grade at the time, right? It was kind of weird that playing with college kids, but he was my brother's friend, and it was pretty chill and normal for us, I guess. If I stay inside here, can he go in shadows? I don't think he can go in under shadows. All right. Let's see how. There might be a way to do this. That is. And so that's how we started hanging out with Frankie then and Alex, and I think the only person left at this point was Jeremy. So this is also the year we started hanging out with Jeremy. Spraying it with water causes a divide. Thank you, freaking. And so Jeremy pretty much just started hanging out because he was friends with Gabe, and Gabe, you know, it's not like we were hanging out with our college friends anymore. So, interesting thing about Jeremy is that like I knew Jeremy in high school, like I knew who he was, and me and Alex like always hated him. Like not because we didn't hate him, but like we didn't really like I don't know. He was just like one of those like kids who was like into like screamo music and stuff, and like we just used to think that was so cringe. So we never really hung out with him. And I even saw him in church once and like just wouldn't hang out with him. Not that he wanted to hang out with me. Like I'm acting like he was sitting there wanting to like I was like bullying him because and he wanted to hang out. He wanted to hang out with me or something like that. But no, like he probably didn't even know who I was or anything. But definitely was a collision of worlds, I would say. Like I definitely wouldn't have hung out with, like if it wasn't for Gabe and like having gotten older and like kind of changing like what I thought of different I don't know what you would call it, like hobbies and stuff, like stopping like being a little less judgmental towards like people with I don't know, people with different hobbies. I used to think anyone who watched like anime was like super weird. Like not, and I still don't watch anime necessarily, but like I don't know. I just have so many friends at PCS that I just kind of realized I'm like, oh my lord. I kind of realized it wasn't as weird as I used to think it was or used to act like it was. Anyway, Jeremy wasn't a weeb, but same principles apply. When Jeremy and I started hanging out, it was a lot of it was just because he was friends with Gabe, and there was just like change in perspective with like people. Also, Gabe was best friends with Adam too. So Adam isn't really part of the Cargo Kings, but he like hangs out with, since he's best friends with Gabe, he has made a couple of videos for us, and like, you know, we all like Adam. Like Adam's pretty cool. He's also super good at Smash Brothers too, which is a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's like pretty much everyone that I met. Everyone who I would say is part of the Cargo Kings. I don't know if there's any other, I don't know how you say, like good stories that are involved with that. I would say there probably definitely is, but there's, I don't know. I'm the only one in the stream right now, so it's kind of hard for me to think of them and tell the stories. I don't know. I feel like some good lessons to learn from all of this. Like, as soon as I get the star, I'm in the stream. Like, this is like literally ridiculously hard. But all my friends, and one thing about this game too is that like I always feel so, I don't know how, like, oh my lord, accomplished when I'm done, because I just find it so difficult. And I know this is not even like a difficult game in the grand scheme of things. Right? And I don't know, it's just like definitely rewarding. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous platforming. I know some people say Super Mario 64 is like way better than this, so I might try that. I might try streaming that after I beat this game. And I'm not going to beat the whole thing, I'm just going to beat the story. It's not worth beating it if, Oh my lord. Please, God, I have 3 lives. I really thought this was going to be the time I beat this too, so. This has become, this has went from like a let's talk to like a I'm playing the hardest level of any game I've ever played in my life. And I'm trying to express my extreme solitude, gratitude for all my friends at the same time. I would definitely tell you if I feel like if you oh my lord. Oh my god. I can do it. Alright, we've gotten to the point in the stream where I finished talking about the things that were on my mind. And now we are just going to game. And by game, I mean we're going to attempt to beat this freaking level. And this happens every single time I stream. Whoever my one viewer is, I appreciate it from the depths of my heart. I hope you know that I'm rooting for you. Oh my gosh, I have to get the freaking Yoshi. No, this way. Backflip. Oh my lord. Come on. Come on. Oh, he wants a freaking pineapple? Alright, we can do this. While I'm getting ready to get back to the point of difficulty, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I might want to make comments on. I have no idea. I don't have really much else to say about... Like, I have a lot of good things to say about my friends, right? But I don't know if, like... Oh my gosh. I still, like, click the wrong button sometimes. I don't know if I really have a very good, I don't know, handle on it. I don't really have a good, like, collection of thoughts right now. If you're my friend, I love you. Thank you for being my friend. Okay, here we go. Let's beat this guy. If you're wondering, why do you stream, Steven? Like, I only have one viewer. I stream because I have nothing better to do. And I don't have school tomorrow. Actually, I do have to do online school tomorrow. If all you wanted to hear was me talk about my friends, you've probably reached the threshold of that. Let's do this. No! Oh my lord, oh my gosh. That's one of the problems, the thing that makes it so hard is like all the double kills. They'll like hit you from 3 angles at once. I think I only have to hit him once to get rid of them. Is that right? Okay, I have to be higher than that. No! I have 1 life. This is not good. Oh my gosh. This is pain. The camera is so trash. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh my lord. It's like such a thin strand. I didn't expect anything to happen. I got this. I almost think I need to like clean up the whole place before I start doing it. Or I could just come over by the I could also come closer to the beach. I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try going closer to the beach. I think I was closer to winning it then. Alright. Easy as pie. How is that possible? How? They combo me every time. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? It's not possible. I already have 1 life. Oh my gosh. I feel like next time I stream, I'm probably gonna do a video like top 10 video games of all time. Also, I'm getting a camera next week or tomorrow actually, so I should have a camera by this week. If I stream on Saturday or something for like an hour, I should probably have some sort of thing, some sort of face cam. Alright, here we go. Let's try again. Oh my gosh, I'm starting a deficit now. Alright, Stingray. At this point, too, in the stream, I also have not a single bit of funny dialogue. Not that I did it to begin with. I almost think the way to do this is by sitting inside, because like right now I'm on top of this. I think I'm figuring something out. I think I'm figuring something out. I think if I stand far away, like if I get him from far away, that's gonna take so long. Like, are they gonna try to come get me? I'm not really sure how I'm doing that. Let's see, there's some over there. I don't know why they're not like chasing me anymore. They used to just like sit around me the entire time. So this is probably the lamest way I could probably defeat them. But I just don't know how to do it. Whoops. I thought that was a way. I have no idea how I'm doing that. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like hitting the trigger button. And the jump button at the same time. And it's like doing this like ultra spray. This is the farthest we've gotten, boys. And so far, I'm literally button mashing. If you're sitting here watching this, like, I commend you. Because up until this point, this has been... Well, pretty much everything after... You know, maybe there's some heartfelt conversation going on. But the last like 20 minutes has just been me failing the same task over and over and over again. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Stephen McDowell in 2002 never could achieve this. But look how far I've come. Hotel Defino. I've really popped off. I've changed. I'm a better person now. I'm a bigger and better person. Look at all these people. They love me. This is what it's all been. This is what it's all been about. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you're sitting here, I hope you enjoyed the part. Maybe there's some parts you enjoyed, some parts you didn't. Save and continue. Anyway. Oh, I guess I never said how we came up with the name Cargo Kings. Like I said, we used to play Cargo in what do you call it? Battlefront, and then we just were like, we're the kings of cargo, and then Cargo Kings. That's it. And we just kept it, even though we stopped playing Cargo years ago, before this YouTube channel was even. Well, if you go back to the original YouTube like videos, that's what they all are. They're all Cargo videos. Can I reach that thing? No. But there is one of these up there too. I don't know if you see that. That's probably what we'll do next time. Next time I stream this, we're going to the top of that the star. All right. All right. Thanks for watching, boys. Have a good one.